This is the side of Trinidad they do highlight on the media. This morning, I was on my way to town and I didn't have change. All I had was $100. Now that time of the morning, obviously the driver wouldn't have no money, right? No change, because he knows that. So I was asking all the passengers if they had change. Everybody was like, no, change for 100, that is. And then a lady said, ask the driver. Of course, like, why didn't I think of that? In fact, I did, but I know he wouldn't have change, so I didn't ask him. After asking everybody, finally, I say, you know what, let me ask the driver. Of course, he said no, because it was too early in the morning anyways. And in my mind, I was like, I just stood quiet, and I stopped asking everybody, and I was like, oh, I go and pay this driver, boy. Oh, I go and tell this driver that I have no other money. Boom now, about a minute later, the lady who told me ask the driver gave me $2. A fella gave me $3. And then somebody in the back gave me $2. The fare was $6 to get to where I was going to. And in total, everybody gave me $7. So I was able to get to where I needed to get to. And it just made me think to myself, Trinidad, even though there's a lot of negative happening, there's still a lot of good that happens that goes unnoticed and unspoken of and undocumented. So I just wanted to share my experience of goodness and kindness in Trinidad and provide a positive, a more alternative perspective, and I hope that we could keep one act of kindness at a time and being our brother's keeper, that we could keep the narrative ongoing and make Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean even and the world a better place, one act of kindness at a time.